Have you ever had something rip out of your wall? In this video, I'm going to show you how to improve your odds with using hollow core wall anchors and how you can be successful. I'm going to show you 4 different types of wall anchors and the pros and why each one works well for your particular situation. Wall anchors are so easy to install with basic tools, making them accessible for DIY beginners and pros alike. Wall anchors provide a strong, reliable holding power for screws and drywall, plaster, masonry, preventing items like shelves and TVs and cabinets from falling. No longer do you have to look for studs. You can install wall anchors anywhere. Wall anchors protect walls from crumbling or cracking under stress, preserving the integrity of your home. In this video, I will be featuring mortise and tenon hollow core wall anchors. I have used these myself and purchased them with my own money on Amazon. The first 2 are self-drilling anchors. You don't need to pre-drill. One is made of plastic, one is made of metal. And the last 2 are toggle bolts. They are super strong and I love them. Okay, the trusty self-drilling wall anchor. You should keep these in your toolbox, in your house, in your rental, wherever you may need to do a wall repair or hang anything, a picture, a shelf, a TV mount. So versatile. You don't have to worry about finding a stud. If you use the wrong anchor, it can ruin your walls and cost you money, and it makes renters sweat. These threaded wall anchors have a sharp point. That's how you know you don't need a pre-drill. Now, a common problem with wall anchors is people over tighten them. Once you over tighten them, it has ruined the wall and that hole doesn't have strength anymore. Throw away your power tools for this. You don't need them. No power tools required. Trusty Phillips screwdriver is all you need. By using a screwdriver, you'll be able to feel how much pressure you're exerting on the fastener so it will hold for years and years to come. I like to give it just a little bit of a tap so it sets that point into your wall surface, and then start screwing. You'll find it will bite right into your drywall or plaster walls very tight and effectively. So you're going to want to screw it all the way until it's roughly flush with the wall. Again, don't over tighten, you'll strip out the hole. Now, the good wall anchors like these are provided with the screws that you'll need. So next you can screw directly in or thread the screw through your bracket of choice depending on what you're hanging. So here I'm simply screwing it in. Again, don't over tighten. Take your time, do it right, and you'll be surprised how long these repairs last and how long your shelves and how strong your brackets are. All right, these will hold between 50 and 70 pounds. Okay, on to hanging something like a picture. I'm gonna give you a quick bonus tip here. You know, if you're trying to locate the perfect placement for your picture or anything that you really care about, how about this tip? Go ahead and locate it where you want it, exactly where you want it. Take a piece of painter's tape or masking tape, place it over the top of your new item like this, and then from the center, measure down to the fastening point. Now, you don't have to go searching for a tape measure. You can use whatever you have on you, such as your screwdriver. So look for the bottom part of the tape, measure down just with your finger the distance to the fastening point here in the middle of the picture, and then transfer that distance from the bottom of the tape to the wall. That's your anchor point. That's where you want to put the hollow core wall anchor, and then when you hang your picture or whatever you're hanging, it will be in the perfect position. Okay, the second anchors, these are also self-drilling, although these are made of metal, not plastic. These are extremely strong. Occasionally I've had viewers say the plastic ones have let them down. These metal ones can work in masonry, thick, heavy plaster, wood lath plaster, and many wall surfaces. Again, they are self-drilling, so you have a super sharp tip there. Go ahead and tap them right into your wall and then start screwing it in, and you'll feel the pressure build and build as they are threaded into your wall surface. And then go ahead and screw in with the provided screw. That'll give you the perfect fastening point for that picture that I was hanging earlier, or really any shelf or anything you want to hang on it. Okay, now for serious holding power, onto my favorite, the traditional toggle bolt. These will get you out of any situation, can hold heavy shelves, TV mounts, and more. These are serious metal. These will bite behind your wall surface and hold lots and lots of weight. Now with toggle bolts, you do have to pre-drill to get the fastener back there. Although it's worth your extra time and effort, it will hold so well. All right, let's say we're putting a heavy bracket right here. We're going to pre-drill. You want the toggle bolt to open like that and bite onto the wall surface. If you make the hole too large, it will weaken. It will be a weakened connection. So you only want to drill as much as possible to get the fastener in there. And the second limitation is the depth of the fastener. If you have a real thick wall, old wood lath plaster, double layer of drywall, masonry, there might be a longer option. I'll show you in the next fastener. All right, so once you push that through the opening, you actually hear it. I heard a pop. You actually hear it expand. And what it's done is it's flopped open, it's butterflied open behind the wall surface. Now, if need be, remember to put your screw through your bracket or fastener first, then put it on the clip. So you want it to go that orientation because you have to fold it to get it through the hole. Push it through the hole, listen for the pop. You'll hear it pop and expand open. It's flopped open so it'll lock behind the wall. And then go ahead and start to give it a twist. Now you usually have to pull it towards you to get a little friction there so it'll start tightening up. Again, no power tools required. It's absolutely fine just to use a screwdriver. And as that is threading in, that butterfly clip toggle bolt will bite onto the back of the wall. Go slow, take your time, and you'll get a super strong, you can feel it tightening up now, you get a super strong connection that can hold hundreds of pounds. Toggle bolts will hold almost anything. It really is now onto the strength of your wall system. Whatever your wall system will hold, toggle bolts are very, very strong. But with a long zip tie, it doesn't matter how thick your wall surface is. You can hang anything. Comes with the instructions. Comes with the screws and the washer. Comes with the toggle bolts themselves. It even came with the drill bit to pre-drill. Okay, again, with these zip tie toggle bolts, you have the best of both worlds. You have the strength of toggle bolts and the super depth of the zip tie, so it doesn't matter how thick your wall surface is, you are covered. Let's put a heavy bracket here to hold some items. We're gonna pre-drill. Now you're gonna bend the toggle bolt, place it through the hole. You'll feel it flop open on the back side, so you have something to pull against there. Pull the tension out of it, zip this up tight. Okay, now with it zipped up tight, the screw will go into that center hole. What do you do with this excess piece? You simply snap it off. Doesn't take much strength at all. I've used other brands of these. I've actually had a couple catastrophic failures where they snapped so violently the plastic went everywhere. I like how that was easy to snap off and you don't have any sharp points there. Okay, next you take the provided screw. We're going to thread it through our hook of choice where we want to hang something heavy. It also gives us a washer option if you need to use that. And then that gets threaded into the toggle bolt, and what it's doing is it's causing that toggle bolt to expand and lock onto the wall. These super strong toggle bolts will hold over 250 pounds. Look at that. That is super strong. Now the only limitation to the strength is actually the wall surface itself. Since these bite on the front and the back of your wall, they will hold as long as the wall holds up. That's incredible strength. All the product links are in the video description down below. Let me know if you have used these anchors. Let me know if you have any questions.